By 2047, India reaches 1 century of independence. The objective for that year is a self-reliant, digitally empowered, and developed nation. Realizing this vision requires a framework capable of physically scaling across the entire country. The National Employment and Entrepreneurship Development Mission is the integrated public-private vehicle designed for this purpose. This mission provides the structural engine necessary to turn a long-term national objective into a series of executable, district-level steps. Data shows India stands at a critical socio-economic inflection point. Currently, 47% of youth are unemployed, with demand vastly outpacing supply. Meanwhile, 93% of new startups fail, forcing over 8 crore people into distress migration from rural to urban centers annually. Skill gaps are widening the divide, with 65% of the workforce lacking the technical training required for a digital economy. If these metrics remain unaddressed, the demographic dividend becomes an economic burden. Systemic intervention is required to generate stability. To counter high startup failure rates and migration, the mission uses a national development alliance. This links government policy with private sector operational scale to lower the risk of individual enterprise. The first pillar, Miin Company, addresses skill gaps as a digital economy hub. The second, MWG Group, provides commercial infrastructure and franchise networks to counter startup failure. The third, MWF NGO Trust, manages grassroots welfare and rural development to stabilize communities. This chart projects the collective impact. By synchronizing these 3 pillars, the ecosystem creates a total employment potential of 8 to 12 lakh jobs across agriculture, manufacturing, and tech. A synchronized ecosystem allows the mission to address skills, commercial scale, and social stability simultaneously, rather than treating them as isolated problems. Implementation begins with the One District Development Model. Skill development hubs and AI training labs provide initial vocational grounding. Next, the Startup Incubation Hub offers mentorship and business support. Finally, the Women Entrepreneurship Center and Rural Digital Center ensure inclusive growth for all surrounding villages. The district engine is comprised of 6 specific functional units, ranging from MSME transformation cells to rural employment units, all working under a single local administration. This district model creates a replicable, self-sustaining microeconomy. Once the mechanics are mastered in one district, the system can be deployed nationwide. The mission uses the Pune pilot district as its proving ground. This 12-month implementation plan sets concrete targets, including the generation of 5,000 jobs and 500 new entrepreneurs. All national projections are backed by this unit-level calculation model. By measuring the exact output of each training hub and business unit, the mission maintains a data-driven forecast for the entire country. Scaling follows a 4-phase roadmap. It begins with the Pune pilot and expands through state and multi-state networks to reach full pan-India coverage. By the 5th year, the mission targets 725 districts. The final projection shows over 8 lakh direct jobs and an economic ecosystem value exceeding 10,000 crore. Systemic change is a result of this structured, mathematically validated timeline of execution. Financial sustainability is achieved through this revenue cycle. By year 4, the ecosystem becomes net positive, funding its own operations through skill revenue, hub fees, and platform services. India to direct CSR funds through this impact exchange, targeting specific sectors like digital literacy or agriculture technology with measurable results. Accountability is maintained through real-time KPI tracking and continuous auditing. This dashboard ensures that every stakeholder can verify the mission's progress and compliance. The ultimate result of this infrastructure is human, citizens empowered with the training and capital to build prosperity at the local level. Reaching these 2047 targets requires a functional alliance between government policy, private enterprise, and the citizens themselves. Viksit Bharat 2047 requires a united force. It rests on the empowerment of the individual Indian.